Am I live? All right, how's it going, San Fran? How you guys doing? So, before the next game, the NBA is letting me do something a little fun for you guys.
Okay, so I stumbled across this clip of First Take between Stephen A. Smith and the Morris twins talking about the future of the NBA All-Star Game and was just bewildered by the audacity of what came out of this Morris guy's mouth. Don't know which one is which, don't really care. Neither have anything of value to say. You know that it's bad when Stephen A. Smith is the voice of reason.
You can't come on the basketball court and give less effort than you would give in a damn workout in the summer. You can't do that to people. That's what I'm saying to you on behalf of the customer watching, the fans that are watching this sport. This ain't football. You can get injured, and I understand that, but we understand why there's flag football. But you can't do this to the fans. And what they did to the fans during All-Star Weekend.
All right, am I live?
I think this is the last shot. If this don't work, I think they're going to get rid of All-Star Weekend. I'm telling you.
Yeah, these are not the two sharpest tools in the shed here. Don't know why these guys are on TV. They don't even know when to talk. For once, Stephen A. Smith shut his big mouth to give them the floor, and they look like a couple of deer in headlights. How did they get on this show? I guess First Take lowered the bar even lower, if you can believe that. And if their cluelessness here is not enough, wait until one of them finally figures out it's their turn to speak.
Who's taking it? Go ahead.
I can take it. I mean, come on, man. Listen. Guys never play hard All-Star Weekend. Let's just take it back to older. They wasn't to the older generation. They wasn't playing extremely hard.
I think the All-Star game in general needs a little revamping because it used to be competitive. Fans want to see the best pickup game in the world.
Yeah.
That's what this is. They don't want to see you running up and down and dunking and doing all this. What happens when you get this collection of best basketball players on the planet and they play and they go head up against each other? I mean, you guys play harder at a pickup game in UCLA.
For real.
It ain't billions of people watching.
For real. Definitely do.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely do.
The All-Star game needs a little changing. I always loved competing in them. I didn't lose many of them.
You took it serious.
Yeah, we win it. Like, I don't think me and CP, when we played together in the All-Star game, I don't think we've ever lost a game. And we used to, in the fourth quarter, let's go get them.
Yeah.
And anyway, when the All-Star games are played, the first 3 quarters, for the most part, are not hard. But in the fourth quarter, these guys are competing.
Not now, they're not. They used to, but not anymore.
Every single time, guys want to win at the end of the game. The start off is not really too hard, but listen, sports has changed.
Don't you dare freaking say it. This guy is about to talk about how the game is better today than in past eras. And I thought trying to cheap shot Jokic was dumb. This guy's trying to one-up himself.
The game has evolved.
Do you even know what that word means? I don't think you do. If you did, you would not have used it in the context you just did. The game has changed, yes. The game is different, yes. But the game has devolved. Devolved is the word you were looking for. Hey, just trying to help a brother out.
There has to be something different. Coming from a player that knows how these guys feel in the locker room, listen, they're the leaders of their team, right? And All-Star game is just not about the game. They have all these obligations outside of the game that takes time.
How do you know? You never played in an All-Star game.
While guys like me kicking my feet up on vacation with my family 7 days.
I guess I spoke it into existence.
These guys are having 1 day off because, like I just said, the obligations for NBA cares, the obligations for their own foundations, for their own brand.
Yeah.
So they're on their feet the entire time.
No, these poor, pampered, privileged babies, only making between 30 and 50 million a year, have to stand on their feet all day? And I thought the factory employees making 15 to 20 an hour had it rough. I thought the nurses in the hospital working 12-hour shifts in the ER had a tough job. Man, I'd rather work a mining site than endure a day of being an NBA All-Star. I hope Netflix produces a documentary exposing the serious hardships of what an NBA player has to go through All-Star Weekend. Hey, maybe the Morris twins can be executive producers.
And quite frankly, if they cut it off, I don't even think these guys would be mad.
Of course they wouldn't be mad. That's the problem. They don't care. This guy thinks he just dropped some serious insight, oblivious to the fact everyone knows they wouldn't be mad if All-Star Weekend was canceled. That's the dilemma. How do we get these entitled, spoiled brats to care as much about the game as they do their bank accounts?
They'll still get their bonus from their contract.
That's
for
the
being
point.
An All-Star.
Thank you, Stephen A. Smith. Can you please educate these professional NBA players who don't even understand how their own profession works?
But I don't even think these guys will be mad. Listen, you have to incentivize the game, man. Put some money in front of it, just like you did the NBA Cup.
Put some money in front of it? Playing in the NBA All-Star Game should be considered an honor, not an inconvenience. And competing hard is your duty and obligation for the generational wealth you've amassed that you otherwise never would have come close to acquiring. If it wasn't for basketball, what would many of the NBA players' professional career look like? What would your occupation be? How much money would you be making? The vast majority would not be making millions of dollars for working 8 months out of the year. You'd be down here with us common folk, forced to stay on the grind of a 9 to 5 to make ends meet. So yes, you owe the sport of basketball. You owe the NBA. You owe the fans. After all, the fans are the ones who bought the tickets to the games that made you millionaires. So no, it's really not too much to ask to compete hard in the All-Star Game like this. Look at these guys. They love basketball. They love to compete. And the fans love and appreciate them for it. That is why people like us get on our soapboxes and defend them against the mass media manipulation that tries to bury them underneath the illusion that the current era somehow is better. And I actually made a couple videos about that in case you missed them. I'll leave a link on the outro if you want to check them out. If you like this video, please hit that like button and consider subscribing. Thanks.
Now, I'm saying that it shouldn't take that to be able to do it, but you do it like the NBA Cup. You put money in front of them, and now you having guys competing for something. Not just a trophy, not just a name, not just like just being in an all-star. You have to incentivize the game. Things are changing. You have to evolve with the game.
You mean devolve with the game. So essentially what he's saying is, because the standard for NBA quality has lowered, that the fans should lower our expectations to match. And I like the way the Morris twins here close their eyes at the same time, which ironically is symbolic of their take, that they're blind. And look at Stephen A. Smith looking like, how did I get stuck with twin clowns?
Yeah, just like in the other sports. Like you just said flag football, then you went to hockey when they had the two sides, the USA and the international, right? I think it's a combination of both. But again, All-Star Weekend is not about that actual game being played. It's about the fans being able to touch the players outside of the game. Yes, you want them to play hard. Yes, you want them to compete. But again, it's been so long. It's been so many All-Star games that, yes, sometimes it's going to vary. Like maybe 10 years from now, they might play a little bit harder. But if you implement something that's worth going after, like you can have the cup, you can actually have a trophy, you can actually have some money, you can incentivize them a little bit more. Yes, they're getting played a lot, but look, show me the money. Like, give me a reason to play hard, not just because this is an All-Star game.
Okay, I have an idea how to motivate these guys to play harder. Remember in 1999 and 2012 when the players went on strike and there was a lockout? Well, I think us fans should go on strike. Maybe what we should do is not pay outrageous ticket prices to watch players who don't want to compete. Let's see how big your contracts are without the fans in the stand. If the fans didn't sell out the arenas, you'd be getting attendance like the WNBA. And then you'd be getting WNBA contracts. So instead of becoming millionaires, you guys would be thousandaires and have to work another job in the off season. You take the fans for granted. You forget that without the fans, it doesn't matter how great you are at putting a ball through a hoop if no one is paying money to watch you do it. And fans, I think you forget how important your role is in all of this. You have the power to force change. Stop going to the games. Stop watching on TV. Stop buying League Pass. Stop buying merch. We're tired of the crappy All-Star games, tired of the load management, tired of manufactured super teams, tired of terrible officiating in games that look rigged. If us fans put our foot down and said enough is enough of this mediocre product, then it wouldn't be long before the players magically became motivated to compete. And please, no more dweeby YouTubers during All-Star Weekend.
So, before the next game, the NBA is letting me do something a little fun for you guys.